Hey, what's up, my peoples? Go here, the freaking geek himself, and it's time to just transform the Pangu Toys Mighty Miracle God. So without further ado, let's just transform it. The first thing you want to do is remove the arms. You're just going to slide them in, like so. Then you're going to take this section here and push that in. Same thing here. Just slide that in, and then push this section in like that. And the two halves will connect via posts and ports to make the rocket. You can just put that off to the side. Next, you're going to undo the backpack here. Just raise this up and unpeg these track sections. Once you've done that, just take these shoulder pieces and just pop them up. Then you're going to bring the shoulders out to the side, and that will allow you to take the upper body here and just pop it out like that. Once that's done, rotate the shoulders forward, bring this white piece in all the way, just make sure that's sitting straight, bring that forward, and then these pieces will shift in. You can take these and bring them down like so. Then all of this will just drop down and peg in right there. Then you take this whole backpack and you bring it down and completely flatten it out against this section right there. Once you've done that, take these skirt panels, the back and the side, and bring these out, and then you're going to just bring all of this up so it's sitting like that. And now for the legs, we're just going to push down on this central yellow section here and remove it. Put that off to the side for now. Push that down and remove it. And just open up the legs a little bit so you can then take the sides here and open them up. Shift the foot out to the side, and you have this section here that's going to flip out. And then you want to open this up like so. And you can just bring this all the way out like that for now. And you're going to do the same thing on the other side. Just open that up, rotate the foot out to the side, just angle all that out, open this up, and split it. And bring it all out to the side. Once that's done, you can take the two halves, and they will connect together. Make sure everything is sitting flush, and just connect there, and you got that sitting like that. Now what you're going to do with this section here is you're going to rotate it 180. You're then going to take the sole of the foot, bring this up, you're going to angle all of this down, and then rotate this section around, and then flatten it out. It will just tab in right there. You also have these panels on either side that you're going to flip out to fill in those gaps. Get in here, flip that out, and fill in that gap. And then you have these panels in here, these sections that are going to flip out, extend, and they'll just snap into place. So just grab this, pick it up, extend it, and snap all of that into place. And you got that side all done. You're going to do the same thing on the other side now. So just rotate, bring that up, bring all this down, rotate the toe around, snap that into place, bring these little panels out, so it's sitting there, and covering up that gap. Again, take these sections here, pull them up and extend, snap them into place, and pull up, extend, snap them into place, and now you can sit this down like that. Now bring in these little yellow sections here. You have a little ramp you want to open. Get in there, and you have a tab that will go into a slot right under here. So just tab that in. Same thing with the other one. Just flip that out as best you can. Go. Tab that in, like so. Then you want to bring in the track sections here. You just want to open these up. You have this post you want to flip in all the way. So open that up, flip in that post, and then these will just peg in right under these sections here on either side. So just peg that in, and peg that in. And there you have that section done. Now for this section, first thing you want to do is flip up this little tab here, and this should help you rotate his face around. Bring it around, helps if you bring up the visor as well. Rotate this around, and it should sit there. It does kind of get stuck at a point, so just kind of push it into place and close that up. Then you're going to take these little side panels here. You want to untab them so you can raise this section up. So pull this out so you can raise this section up, and once you've done that, all of this can swing up, and this will come around. Tab slot connection right here. Just tab that in, bring that around, and tab that in. Then you're going to take these treads here and flip these out. Flip that out, and then you have these tread sections here. You want to flip them all the way out. Just completely extend them. Get this up and out of the way. Grab this nose section here and pull this down. It'll pull the treads down with it. Then you can bring these panels down. And then these panels will just come up and over. There's a little notch here that it'll sit in. So just line that up, and it'll sit right there. Line it up, and it will sit right there. You're going to take this panel here, bring it down. There's a little tab slot connection on either side here. So just tab that in, tab it in. You can just kind of give this a nice little push in, and that'll help just kind of lock everything into place. Right there. And then you have this little section you're going to pull out, and this will tab in right in there, like so. And you want to take these guns, slide them forward, take the gun, slide that forward. This one gets a little stuck. Rotate that turret around, and you got that done. And just take the rocket, sit it there, take the tank, sit it on the tracks, and there you have Mighty Miracle God in his alt mode. And now to get him back into robot mode, just slide these cannons in first. You can rotate the head around, get that oriented. Untab this panel, flip this back up, untab this section, bring it down, flip this in, take these sections and just bring them out. For now, take these panels and bring them up so you can collapse this whole nose section in, like so. And then this will just come down on that hinge and sit there like that. Then you just fold these treads in. These will completely fold up, fold, and fold. That will just sit in there like so. Again, just fold it up, fold it up. That will sit in there like that. Then you just untab these sections here, bring them around, and all of this will come down. And kind of get everything angled just properly, and you have a little tab which will go into this little slot right in here. So just get that lined up. Also, you want to push this top section down so everything sits where it needs to. And again, just get that lined up and tabbed in on either side, like so. And again, you want to open up the visor, which can sometimes fight you. There we go. Flip up this little tab and spin the face around. Again, you might have to get it started with your hand. There we go. Get that turned around. Again, the face does tend to get stuck. There we go. Flip that around, bring it back down, and close the visor. And you have that part all done. Next, you want to unpeg the tracks. You want to make sure that you flip up this little post right here. So flip that up, so that way this will peg into that port right there when you close it up. Same thing on the opposite side. Make sure you flip up this little post. Fold that in half, and that is done. Remove these yellow sections and flip up this little ramp. Put that off to the side. Remove and flip up. And flip all this upside down so we can now work on the legs. So first thing we can do is take these little panels here, flip these back in, flip these back in, take the section here and just free it up, collapse it back into the leg like that. And just gonna give it a little wiggle wiggle, bring it up and collapse that in Undo that sole, rotate it around, bring this entire assembly up and rotate that 180 like that. You can take the sole of the foot and peg it back into place right there. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So take these panels, flip that in, flip that in, undo this, just work it up. Come on, there we go. Collapse that in, and flip that up, and collapse that in. Bring this up, rotate, bring the whole thing up, and rotate that. Peg the sole of the foot back in place, and we got that done. You can then separate the legs, just undo these tabs. You can flip these back together, make sure you hook these back together as well. And same thing here. Close all that back up, and then you can just straighten the leg out, and this will just collapse right into it. Straighten the leg out, that'll collapse right back into it. Then you want to take the foot, rotate it, and you can then bring that back together. Rotate that foot so it's pointing forward, and collapse that part of the leg back together. Take these yellow sections, and they will just go right over this post. So bring it down and then slide it up to lock it into place. Drop that in and slide that up to lock that into place, and there you got the legs all done. Now you want to take this whole assembly and just rock it forward. You want to open up this entire assembly here and then bring all of this up like that. Bring these sections up and bring the shoulders back. You can rotate them down. Once you've done that, you can bring in the upper body, and it will just drop right into place like that. Bring those shoulders in and bring these in, and that will just snap into place and lock all that in. Bring in the tracks, and these posts will go into these ports here. There is no designated right or left. You can use either one on either side. Then you just bring that down. That will tab in right there to finish off the backpack. Bring in the rocket and just split it in half. You have to open up this panel here so you can get in here and push the bicep section up. Then you can close this back up and push it in. Same thing here. You want to open up this section so you can get in here and push this section out like so. Close that up. Connect the arms by just sliding them in on either side, right there, like that, and like that. And there you go. There you have Mighty Miracle God back in robot mode.